Let's review how to stretch out your hip flexor. So there's a couple ways to do this. I'm Dr. Nichelle Gerlay, and I'm specialized in prenatal and postnatal movement. So one way that I appreciate when pregnant is to not have to get down onto the ground. So I'm going to show you that way first. So it's going to be a standing stretch for that hip flexor. I'm going to show it to you on my right side. So first up, step forward with your left, bring your right side back. Couple things to think about with this stretch, especially because sometimes it can be hard to feel. And so what I want you to do is think about driving into that front knee. I want you to think about your sacrum as a tail, and I want you to tuck your tail. And then I want you to drive forward more into that knee, and you should feel that stretch. If you don't, add a glute contraction. So squeeze your butt on the side of the leg that is back, and that pulls the pelvis, so you should feel a little bit more stretch in the front. So if you're not feeling it, drive more into your front knee. Think about tucking that sacrum, drive forward, squeeze your glute. In addition to this is to bring up on the side that's back your arm. Bring that up and you should feel a stretch along your hip flexor through your obliques, which is great to stretch this out during pregnancy as well. And you might feel it a little bit in your shoulder. If you still don't feel it, you can lean away, so towards your bent leg, and you'll get even more of a stretch. So that's one way to do it. Another way is that you can come down onto your knee, and then same thing. You're going to drive into that left leg or the leg that is bent in forward. If you're not feeling it, tuck that sacrum, drive forward, squeeze that glute. An additional stretch, same thing. Arm up overhead. If you're not really feeling it, you can lean away from that side. So that's a kneeling hip flexor stretch. There's another great one that's standing. Let's head to the wall. For the sake of demonstration being the same, I'm going to be stretching out my right side. So what I'm going to do is left leg forward, right leg back, drive into that knee. Same thing with the sacrum, tuck your sacrum, drive forward. You can squeeze that back glute on the side that's back. But the addition of the wall is really nice as you drive your arms up into the wall and you'll get a little bit more of a stretch in that hip flexor. I'm going to show the opposite side. So now I'm going to switch. Right side is forward. So I'm stretching my left. I'm going to make sure my hips aren't opened up, that they're nice and in line. Tuck my sacrum, squeeze my glute on that left side. And now I'm going to drive my arms up the wall and take some nice deep breaths. So with any of these hip flexor stretches, it's nice to take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, sink into the movement.